Yes, we're back. We're doing things.
Yep, this is only took us again another about 20 minutes just to set up.
Yeah.
But we're no longer using creative engineering solutions.
Exactly, the elastic band is gone.
Yeah, we have a tripod.
Woo!
Yeah, fun.
This week we're going to look at games, something Chris has more expertise on, because I don't play many games, so... Yeah.
I thought we'd run through some of the E3 trailers that I really enjoyed.
Yep.
And hopefully not stumble over myself trying to talk about them, because I'm too excited.
Yep, there's a couple games I like the look of, and like I would be interested in if I had more up-to-date consoles.
Yeah.
I don't, because they're very expensive.
You're sitting there with a PS2.
Hey,
Right.
you leave my PS2 alone.
The tray isn't even popped in properly.
Shut up! Look, mate, I'll pop you in properly.
It's broken. So, back to the task at hand.
Yes.
The first trailer we walked into was Fallout 76, a game that I have been super interested in ever since the daft, weird 24-hour stream that they did. Did you know about this?
Nope.
Right, so what they did was, Bethesda being sneaky sods that they are,
Yes.
they put up a Twitch stream of a please wait screen. That was it. From the game, this load time in the game, they put it up for 24 hours. It just went, we've got stuff coming, with a wee vault dweller sitting and nothing else. And we waited 24 hours and then we got to see a teaser
Right.
of them in the vault. And we're all going, oh, it's a new Fallout game, but why is it called 76? Why is it not called Fallout 5? And that became the big, oh, what's happening with this
Because
game?
they tried making 71 other ones and they just didn't work.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
I know.
They spent so much money again. We made 70 games and went, nah, we'll just go.
Yep.
Well, anyway, with Fallout 76, when we watched the gameplay trailer,
Yep.
I have warmed to it over time. I was one of the skeptical people at first.
Yep.
But what happened was, weird story, was my Overwatch fatigues kicked in when I'm slightly done with Overwatch. And I've been looking for more multiplayer games to play with friends that are a bit more of a buck about type game.
Yeah.
This seems like my type of game. You try and survive, you grab loot, you play with your friends and you build bases. That's everything I like to do in games. So I'm like, maybe this will be good. Maybe try and not get myself hung up on it's Fallout.
Yeah.
And more the fact of what's this game going to be like to play. More the, oh, is this game breaking the lore or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm starting to kind of warm towards. I'm like, I would like to run about with my friends in power armour and go through the wasteland killing giant sloths.
Yep. Oh, the giant sloth looks amazing.
Yeah, it's cool, right? What else was happening in that one that I really enjoyed? The nuclear weapon stuff
you
was
can basically
weird.
level a town.
Yes, which is awkward because I don't know how that's going to get done. Because if it ends up being like the people that shove themselves into the game for like 80 hours, going, am I going to just build like a small shack and then they're just going to level my small shack every single time I play?
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, I'm unsure. But it seems interesting. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Yep.
There's pre-order stuff happening with it where you get beta keys. So I'm like, I might give it a wee shot. You pre-order, get the beta.
Yeah. Cool.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
hopefully that's coming out in November. So that's quite soon. So it's one of the games where I might just pick it up
Yeah.
if it's this year. Nothing else to play.
Yeah.
So that's on my watch list.
Cool. Chris approved. The next one we looked at was Kingdom Hearts 3. You've no interest in Kingdom Hearts 3. I played through a couple of Kingdom Hearts games. I really like it. Obviously, the fusion between Disney and Final Fantasy is very, very interesting, very cool. It looks stunning. It looks really good. It looks a lot better than the past couple. It looks more Final Fantasy than it has like Disney.
I'll give you that. It
Yeah.
does. It looks pretty nice.
I like a couple of the new worlds they're going to. They're going with Toy Story, Frozen, Tangled. Some really cool worlds they're going to there. They're delving more into the story. Like obviously, the whole thing with Roxas, they're bringing that back. So it's going to be kind of I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. From what I picked up from the trailer was the combat. It's something that I have played Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I haven't played. I have played a few of them and I had fun, but I remember nothing of them.
Yeah.
But one thing that I feel that they've done better than most Final Fantasy games was they make combat fun.
Yeah.
Whereas Final Fantasy combat for me bores the living daylights out of me.
Yeah. I like how there's the different forms you can, not different forms, but like the drive gauges, I think it was, something like that anyway, that you can like, you know, if you're doing something for so long and you go to the drive gauge and it like levels up your fighting and then you can go one further and further and further.
Is that like when you end up having like
2 keyblades and stuff.
Right, okay. Because they had like ice power thing
Yeah.
rocking in that trailer.
And a lot of the time you can, like, from certain worlds you'll get an extra keyblade or a new keyblade. From other worlds you'll get a summon or like a fusion kind of power up thing.
Okay.
The next one was Judge Dredd the game.
Ah, Cyberpunk, yes. Oh, that looks so brilliant
It basically looks like if Mega City didn't have Judge Dredd in it.
Yeah, bit more neon.
Yeah.
I love a bit of neon.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to that opening was so good.
It looks good. It looks really good. I like it kind of felt like Watch Dogs kind of.
Yeah. I get you. What I took from it is it looks like a mix of like Blade Runner and The Witcher put together.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm in for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was that said it, but they made the brilliant comparison of it's like Deus Ex. This is people have had a shot at the demo.
Mm-hmm.
Deus Ex style mechanics of the game with good first person shooting.
Okay.
But with in-depth quests like The Witcher, and The Witcher quests are some of the funnest quests I've played because you don't do the quest for the sake of doing it, it matters in the game.
Yeah.
And that's what this is meant to do. And I'm like, yes, I'm sold. I like techno stuff. I like the whole cyber futuristic things, and I like android these things in games. And if it's got like consequences and choices, that's why I played Mass Effect, was all of those reasons, and this seems to have ramped up to 11, and I'm like, yes, definitely in for that one.
Cool.
It's a shame we haven't seen more of it.
Yeah, it's a very short trailer, and there wasn't much game. Wasn't any game?
No, it was a full cinematic. I tried to find some gameplay stuff and I couldn't find anything kicking about, so I'm unsure yet. Maybe they've just got that embargo still on, and they're not show anything yet.
Yeah.
But that was interesting.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, that was the next one, wasn't it? Yes.
Yes, God, I was skipping one ahead. Yeah, Death Stranding. Death Stranding looks...
I am confused. I am
weird.
still super confused.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
No. It looks like a walking simulator to me.
Yeah.
Where you walk about and cool stuff happens around you, but besides that, I have no clue what's going on in this game.
Yeah.
I have got no opinions on it. It looks beautiful, and the story's got to be mental because it's Kojima.
Yeah.
But my problem is I've not really played many of his games, so I have no input really where I would like to.
What I said to you as we watched through the trailer, you've got to have a distinction between game and movie. Like if a game is like cutscene, walk to another place, cutscene, like you could just make a movie. And again, like obviously it is nice to have a cinematic game. It is good to have those cinematic aspects, but just make a film. I think Kojima maybe just should have been a director.
Yeah, because that's one of the things. It was a big tweet thing going on about that where he was talking about, oh look, I'm on locations filming here, and somebody tweeted him, how about go on location and make a game?
Yeah.
And we're like, brilliant. I loved that. It was so cool.
Yeah. Imagine if he took his talents now and made a Metal Gear Solid film.
Oh, shame that he will never be allowed to do that ever.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember who company is that's got the rights to that, but they will never let him nail that again.
Fair.
Because they had a big falling out.
Right. Cool.
But oh well.
But still, it's. I feel it's just a film.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much other gameplay. There's a lot of like, you got to move to this place, you got to stay at the rain, and like you got to make sure these weird things don't find you.
And make sure your baby stays
Yeah,
away from your tummy.
Baby in a pod, which looks strange.
Still have no idea what's going on.
But it's a game that
Apparently.
will be coming.
Yeah. The next thing we looked into was Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, which looks fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god.
That's how you do combat in a Marvel game. That's how you do Spider-Man moving.
Yes.
That is everything I wanted in flying through the city style Spider-Man game. And they weren't even in the city yet. This was just on a prison island.
Yeah.
And the way he moved and the way he did combat was so fluent and it flowed really nice. And you felt like a superhero. From watching that, I'm going, I would guarantee I'd play that and feel like Spider-Man every single time.
And that was the best bit about it. It was just swift movements, and like it showed a lot more of his agility and his speed, which is obviously like one of Spider-Man's best features. And the spider sense mechanics were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The running up walls and jumping about, really brilliant. And there's the Sinister Six.
Maybe.
Well, maybe. There's five villains, and then someone else appears at the end of the
I
trailer.
wonder who that could be.
We don't know who it is.
The Joker.
Yes, it's the Joker.
He's part of
But not just
Spider-Man.
not
right?
just the Joker. It's Jerome from Gotham. That Joker, the terrible one.
What?
In the TV show
Oh,
Gotham.
no,
Yeah,
watch
yeah. But yeah, it looks really good. The voice actor for Spider-Man's really cool. I don't know who it is, but he sounds pretty good.
Yes, he did. It was done really well. That's out this year as well. That sounds like. Was that this year? Did that one say?
What's it? I don't know.
No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was. What game was it? No, it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It was out this year.
Yes, that comes out in October.
Yes. So since we've done that, might as well jump into that one.
Yeah, let's talk about Odyssey.
Well, they went RPG, which is an interesting choice for that company, considering they've always been like an action-esque game. They dropped some RPG elements into the last Assassin's Creed and Origins, and I found that brilliant. I would thoroughly enjoy playing that, and it was a game that I quite happily go back to now after seeing this new trailer, just to kind of finish bits off with it. But I wouldn't call them Assassin's Creed games anymore.
No.
They've took such a turn from it that I would rather have these as their own franchise now than Assassin's Creed games. But it looks really fun.
Yeah, there's so much less focus on being an assassin.
Yeah.
And like hiding and being silent and like nobody knows who you are. Like so many people are like, oh, you're that person. Oh, you're that. Oh, like no.
You're famous.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you're famous. No, the idea with being an assassin is like no one knows you.
Yeah.
Like you're in the underworld.
For sure.
Oh,
do you know what would be nice to talk about?
What's that?
Where the game's set and what's actually happening in it.
Yeah.
So we just went dropped right past the
Oh,
it's based it's based in Greece.
Yeah, it's based in Greece.
And this is the first one you get to pick if you're going to be male or female.
Yeah, which is a really nice addition.
Yeah, and you kind of roleplay through that, and there's dialogue options, which is cool. You are a mercenary, and you're trying to become kind of like quite famous mercenary, and you can participate in war, which is an interesting term when you're in like a battle instead of just hiding in the shadows. So,
which would be really nice fun. The whole like mercenary being the most famous, saying you've fought in however many wars, and you've got control over how many wars you fought in, how many mercenaries you killed. I like the idea of like notoriety.
Yes.
That feeling of like you're the most famous. Anyone who's gone after you trying to kill you has come back dead. Like that's cool.
I like that other mercenaries want to kill you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, no, we want to get the big bucks. You know, we would get the big bucks if you don't get the big bucks. So there's a lot of nice wee revenge and rival mechanic stuff that I think's going on in this. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with it.
Plus, it's that whole. It's really good that you've got you're made aware of this mercenary that's trying to kill you, but you've got the option of stop, face them there and then, or run away until later. Which is good.
I will do that every single time. Is run away. That's my strategy in Fortnite at this moment in time.
Just run away from everything.
Yeah, like you'll see people go, oh, I've got the jump in them, and I will generally just turn around and run away.
Yeah.
And hide in a rock, and just wait till the end of the game. Like the amount of times I've got a top 2 finish. Yeah. Without killing anybody because I just hide because I'm too scared to get into fights.
Fair.
Because I run into a fight and then suddenly, wow, a shotgun from half a mile away killed me. It's madness.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. Don't know why I brought that up, but
it's a game.
Yeah, and it's brilliant, but I hate it so much. It's just memes.
Yeah.
It's a meme culture game and I hate it.
God.
Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima, it's got a T at the beginning.
Right, but you don't pronounce the T.
Whatever, fine. Tsushima.
Ghost of that game. Ghost of the person.
Yes. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, let's just let you gush for a second.
Yeah, that game opens with you taking a horse through a field, and they could take all my money just from that scene.
Yeah.
I've not seen a game look this pretty for a long time. I think the closest it's came to this level of prettiness that's bigger world was The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to the first town in The Witcher 3, White Orchard. I think that's the first town. And that initial scene of you just on your horse galloping in, that gave me the same feelings as that did. I was like, wow, this is a world I just want to be in for hours. I could happily just ride a horse through this world and be super happy the whole time. But then things get crazy.
Yeah.
Things get amazing as you move through the world.
I really like, as I said, the sound quality. Sound quality is amazing. and the whole like there's something to be said about just if you're doing nothing, if you're standing perfectly still in the middle of nowhere, about the environment and what's going on around you. Do you hear people? Do you hear animals? Do you hear anything? Explosions in the background, whatever. Standing in the middle of nowhere, you can hear the trees rustling and you see the grass moving and stuff. There's an atmosphere built, but you're doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And the game is still providing you with something.
Yeah.
That's good.
The way I can describe that is, see the way we're kind of like, about Death Stranding? They do this better.
Yeah.
This is a cinematic game, but the elements of playing the games in it is really good. Like the combat in it seems visceral. It seems important.
See,
when the two people were fighting at the beginning, it just felt like they know that they could die here. So your enemy, not like Dark Souls way of difficult of grind your way to win. It's more you can one hit kill, and so can they though. That's what it feels like. But everything looks like he could kill me, so I'm going to be careful. And you watch them walk around each other, and the leaves fall from the trees. Everything feels like I'm watching a samurai movie. Yeah. But it looks entertaining to play.
What I just had occurred to me there is like, because of the way the world is built up in Death Stranding, it looks really interesting, it looks really cool, but because it's very apocalyptic and it's very harsh, it makes you not really want to explore the game, even though you're like, oh, there could be something cool over there, oh, what's up the top of that hill? You're just fearful because there's going to be something there. Whereas this is, what, feudal Japan?
Yes. Yeah. It's based on a lot of historical events that actually happened, apparently.
Yeah. So this is in Japan. Mongols are invading. But, like, you know, if I was to play the game, I'd still want to explore and find out every nook and cranny because it looks amazing. I want to find out what's around every corner.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It has a really amazing atmosphere to the whole thing.
Yeah.
One of the combat scenes at the very end of that gameplay trailer we watched was the two people that were friends had to fight each other, and that was a beautifully done. You walk around and the way the camera follows you, it tries to keep the light hitting so you're silhouetted, and it tries to make it look as if this is the end of a movie where your rival and you have finally met and you know it's an honourable duel and you have to win, and whoever wins, the other person's dead. And it has that urgency to it, and it has power. The moves are powerful but not exaggerated. Everything feels a lot more real, even though it is a game. But I thought that was done beautifully. I am well excited for this. This is the game I want now.
Yep.
It's like it was Cyberpunk and it was Fallout. They were the ones that was like, oh, I really want. I'm like, no, I'd happily not get them and buy just this to play. This looks like this will be my game that I'll shove in about 70, 80 hours just replaying it, just to do everything.
That's good.
So the last thing we looked at was a Michael game.
Yeah, since I don't play many games, we thought, hey, we'd actually finally look at something I throw my bone that I kind of like. Yeah. Pokemon. Woo! Yeah, the new Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It's alright. It's made a lot of good. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of very good moves on Nintendo's part. Like, Nintendo know what they're doing, obviously. Integrated with Pokemon Go, bring two of the most iconic Pokemon to the forefront, and bring back Gen 1, which everybody loves.
Yeah.
And those are three amazing moves. I'm not huge on Gen 1, don't get me wrong. It's cool, it's got some great Pokemon. I'm not its biggest fan, because I like playing all of the games. I like the other ones, so I'm like, yeah, Pokemon's pretty good, but there's more than Kanto. There's more beyond that.
I think this might be a reboot type thing of going, we'll start again, and we'll start giving the regions out again.
It's not really a reboot. Are you thinking they will reboot further?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll do that.
I think they'll add the rest in. It's kind of the DLC stuff of other areas to go to, and integrate it with Pokemon Go.
I guess because
that's a money-making machine.
Because they've got up to Gen 3 with Pokemon Go, then you do have that progression, but
I think that's what they'll do.
I really hope they don't.
I think they could make way too much money to do that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, if they do this and this does really well, which it will, because
Yeah.
people buy it just because it's Pokemon on your TV.
Yeah.
After like a year or 2 years, they'll go, oh look, here's that other region that you like to play in. And then, oh,
Yeah.
here's that other region you like to play in. Instead of making new games, they'll just add to this one.
And it will start steadily reintroducing people to the later generations.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a slow one. I don't think you'll see, unless there's been information been out that I'm not known of yet, of a proper new Pokemon game. I think this will be it.
I really hope it's... Well, that's the thing, it can't really be, because there's always been like a main series game every year or two.
It's just because I think they're going to pull away from the DS.
Yeah, they needed to. Like,
Yeah, they're going to... Eventually the DS will just die.
so many people expected the next Pokemon game after Sun and Moon to come out on the Switch. But we were expecting more of a main series game, like Fire Red and Leaf Green, the Gen 1 remakes in Gen 3. They weren't main series, they were obviously like remakes, same as like there was Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But they were able to just upgrade and move to the next thing, and then still have like main series and remake. So we could, say the year after, get
Maybe.
a main series, you know, get Gen 8.
Yeah. I think...
Which would be great.
See if they're going to do that and bring it to the Switch. I've always said I think it should change the way it's fighting and whatnot, as in that I would like to control my Pokemon as I fight, and then you switch out. So like the way that kind of Kingdom Hearts gameplay is, you run about and you've got 4 moves, and that's your Pokemon's moves, and they've got recharge rates instead of every turn. So instead of being turn based, I mean, if you want to do turn based, just give a bit more option in what you do. See this whole I hit you, you hit me, that bores me. There's no tactics in that. Well, there is, but not for me.
Yeah.
I think if you've got to do a turn based thing like I like XCOM and whatnot, where it's about positioning, it's about where you are. I don't know.
There's the Kingdom Hearts sort of, there is something that could be taken from that. One of the things I think is like Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
The way they did that, it was all exploratory. Enemies were just dotted around everywhere. You could go up and face them, you could avoid them, whatever. And you had all your different commands. So you could have the Pokemon with the 4 different moves, but have the moves either... So the faster your Pokemon is, the more speed it's got, its moves will charge up faster.
Yeah.
Or have it that lower level moves... I mean, yeah, as you level up, your gauge will always increase faster. Like, that should be a thing. But then you've got lower level moves, say like Tackle or Scratch, versus Hyper Beam and Fire Blast. They should take a lot longer to charge. But obviously if you're at a higher level where you start learning those moves, comparatively it's about the same.
Yeah.
That could be a really interesting way to go about it. Having it more like open world. People have always wanted an open world Pokemon game.
But you have that now. It's got Pokemon Go. You have the real world Pokemon game that is so uninteresting to me.
Yeah. It's... yeah.
I don't get the Pokemon Go stuff anymore. I'm so bored of it.
Yeah,
I played it when it came out and just
Pokemon
went...
Go, it seems so repetitive. And it's like, oh, I've caught this Pokemon, let's trade it for candies, and let's evolve this, and let's get the next...
Meh. It's meh to me. But a lot of people love it. Like, my boss, he is a huge fan of it.
Oh, yeah.
And the social events and stuff for it seem amazing though, so that's one of the things I'm like, good for them. It's something that might bring me into it, because I like the idea of community events.
Yeah, and that is the whole thing of like, but then people go nicknaming their Pokemon with like, you know, this is what percentage it is, and this is what its first move is, and this is what its second move is, and all that, and like...
That's always going to be the case in any game though, you always have that level of...
Oh, there is, like, in, you know, the Pokemon main games, you've got competitive breeding, and then you've got IVs, and making, you know...
Competitive breeding?
Yeah, you breed your Pokemon so that you've got like the best one that you can have.
Okay.
The best nature, the best ability, IVs, then you... IVs, individual values. There is so much to Pokemon, it's unreal. But Let's Go looks okay. I've seen what, that... It's basically like making money for Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
But there's so much more they could do for Pokemon.
At least they've got the normal Pokemon battling in it, though, instead of the Pokemon Go one. We've seen it with the trainer battling.
They've got the normal battling for against trainers. They don't. It doesn't look like they have it with wild Pokemon, which infuriates me.
It's a bit weird. I get that they're probably trying to keep the
Because you know what's going to happen is you're going to get to Mewtwo, and it's either going to be let's throw all the berries at it, and then try with an Ultra Ball, and then you have to throw more berries, and then try with an Ultra Ball.
Which I don't like. I think that's not a good risk reward system.
No.
Of like, oh look, here's money. I'll throw money at you. Because how the Pokeball's going to work in that game? Is it going to be because it's linked to your Pokemon Go account? Does that mean you have to buy Pokeballs from the Pokemon Go store, bring them into your Let's Go game, and then use them in the game?
I think it'll be the reverse. You'll buy them in Let's Go,
and then be able to use them in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But that's the weird thing, because you catch a Pokemon in the new one the way you do it in Pokemon Go.
Yep.
But is that like the Pokemon you catch in Let's Go? Are they only for Let's Go, or do they transfer over to Pokemon Go? Because I know it goes the other way. If it goes just that way, I'm fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that, because that means that's still a standalone game where you can sit and play the game.
Yeah.
But see, if you're still needing to put money to buy Pokeballs in your Let's Go, because you can transfer your Pokemon back and forth, I will be so annoyed, because that is such a horrible way to try and get extra money out of people going, but you're playing it on your TV, still give us money, give us no Pokeballs left, instead of you earning money to battle the trainers.
I really hope there is a game in Let's Go, in that you could just play Let's Go.
Yeah.
You don't have to tie it to Pokemon Go. That would be ideal to me. Like, being able to... I don't play Pokemon Go. It would be great to just sit down and play Let's Go. And just go through Gen 1 again. Obviously, it's got the same kind of ideas. It is Pokemon Go on the big screen, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I think that they would do that. I hope they will, because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they do that for their fans? They're going to make enough money on it anyway. They don't need to drag everything out of you.
True.
Just wee disclaimer for all this. We have just watched gameplay trailers. We've not looked up any news or any other information on any of this. Just in case you're like, they came out and already said this one. Cool.
Yeah.
We were just doing our usual run through of trailers, because where's the point?
Yeah, this might be a little bit late for that, but hey ho.
Yeah, because E3's been and gone. You know. Oh, bit of things to do for the ending. If you want to keep up to date with anything else that we're doing, I will be linking our Twitter page and the website that we're trying to keep going with blog posts and articles on some of the things that we're really into and moans and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the last week, Michael just put up the first Fuck You Friday, which he's having a good old moan about How I Met Your Mother. Quite an interesting read. Yesterday, I put up my reason why I enjoy gaming, because there's been a lot of bad news about gaming lately, and I just wanted to let the world know that gaming ain't all that bad. So if you want to read of that, go over to our website. It's Hazanduli, obviously. Until next time, we'll catch you later.
See you then, guys.